Now, in today's gaming industry, we often hear about open world titles costing astronomical amounts to develop. Some of these games go way past the $100 million mark, and that doesn't even include marketing. But interestingly enough, Ghost of Yotei doesn't fall into that extreme. In a recent interview, Sucker Punch co-founder Brian Fleming mentioned that the sequel had a budget similar to its predecessor. For context, Ghost of Tsushima cost around $60 million to develop. That's still huge as an investment, no doubt, but when you compare it to other blockbuster titles, it's actually on the lower end of reasonable. And here's why this matters. Ghost of Tsushima sold around 13 million copies and generated roughly over $400 million in revenue for Sony. That's nearly 7 times its development cost. Even if Ghost of Yotei doesn't quite reach those numbers, the higher launch price of modern games means it's still likely to perform just as well, if not better. Of course, Sony will pour in a lot of money for marketing. That's just the reality of releasing a big title. But this isn't the kind of project that risks sinking the studio if it doesn't break records. Instead, it shows us something very important. Big budget games don't always need to spiral out of control to be successful. And this type of management of studio development costs can lead to a sustainable development process for game development. Really interesting to see Sucker Punch once again looking like they're about to deliver an absolute masterpiece on a very modest budget. In terms of today's modern AAA gaming costs, I was really surprised at how good Ghost of Tsushima was when it first released. It's one of my all-time favorite games, and now I cannot wait to get into Ghost of Yotei, and I can't believe it's less than 2 weeks to go. Here's a question for you guys. Would you rather see more games with manageable budgets that studios can take risks on, or do you prefer the ultra expensive blockbusters that try to be bigger and better every time? Let me know your thoughts on this